and welcome back to another exciting Let's Play of Quest for Glory 4! So, when we last left off, there was a gypsy, and we have yet to talk to him. Everybody was very wary of me.
The gravedigger is missing, and the gypsy just happened to be near the front gate when we were searching for Igor. He is suspected of being a werewolf and of having eaten Igor.
Makes sense.
You are in the Burgomeister's sparsely appointed office. There is a jail cell in the back. A set of steps leads up to the Burgomeister's living area. This door opens onto the Burgomeister's bedroom and private quarters. You are in the Burgomeister... The desk is a massive oak affair. A magnificent shield, flanked by two great axes, is the office's sole decoration. The window looks out on the west side of town. The Burgomeister was very fond of wild boar hunting in his youth. He still keeps a rack of spears in case any wild boars should wander into his office. You are in the In such a small village, only one jail cell is needed.
Alright, well, let's talk to him. Let's greet the Burgomeister. By the way, I forgot to come in here and talk to him earlier because there is a... His dialogue outside is different than the dialogue inside.
Come to look at the prisoner, or just to talk some more?
You know me.
It will take more than talk to set the gypsy free.
But he is innocent. By the way, we can see his belly button through his shirt.
You can talk to the gypsy yourself. He hasn't said much to anyone.
Townspeople.
Sometimes I think Mordavia is cursed. We live with so much real and present danger that we start to imagine things and overreact. Just because some folks find a gypsy when Igor is missing, they blame the gypsy. Now everyone in town thinks the gypsy is a raving werewolf out to eat us all. They act like frightened fools.
Very interesting. Very interesting. It seems he is gruff and put off by us, but he is rational.
I'm not certain what to do. I don't think that the gypsy had anything to do with Igor, but unless there is some real proof, the gypsy will burn. I can't leave the gypsy here by himself, yet someone needs to find out about Igor. Everyone else in town just assumes the gypsy is guilty.
Huh.
Igor is missing, and the townspeople seem sure that this gypsy is the cause. I am not so sure myself, but there's very little I can do until Igor is found.
Alright then, let's talk to the gypsy. Maybe I can just walk over here. Make the thief sign.
You think about making the thief sign, then prudently decide that this just isn't the best place for it.
Let's greet the gypsy.
The gypsy ignores you.
Ah, he's put off by me too. I will help you.
You tell the gypsy that you will do whatever you can to help prove his innocence and see his release. The gypsy doesn't seem to believe you.
Well then, go do something instead of standing around talking with everyone.
I wish I could, but that's not how a good playthrough is done. Ask about gypsies.
The gypsy looks at you with disdain.
Ask about Gravedigger.
The gypsy glares at you in sullen silence. The gypsy spits in your general direction.
Ooh, he did not like being asked about werewolves.
It doesn't...
Maybe I can show him My thief card.
That didn't do.
Sure didn't.
It is possible that the gravedigger is still alive. If you are going wandering outside of town, please watch for him. Calm down, everyone. Give me a little more time.
Yeah, well, that's all well and good, Gandhi, but we have waited long.
Yeah, he's right. I got first dibs. That gypsy's gonna pay.
That gypsy's gonna make Joan of Arc look like a piker. He's gonna burn at the stake.
Yes, yes. If I cannot find out what happened to Igor before tomorrow, you shall have your burning.
Before tomorrow? Oh god, there's not much time.
Have you heard? Igor, the gravedigger, is missing. They say the gypsy did it. We may have a werewolf on a stake soon.
That's no good. Let's see. Tell about my adventures. I might have already done this.
Tell Olga about what you've been doing in Moldavia.
And be sure and keep me informed. I need to know everything that goes on around here. Someone's got to have a clue after all.
Huh. Alright. No new equipment. There will never be new equipment. So... ask about husband. Are rumors, maybe?
Now, what would you like to know about?
Ah, here we are. Let's ask about... wow, there's a lot to ask about. Okay, I don't think we've asked about any of these.
Yeah, Bella's a good woman. She's the one who really runs the inn. Her husband just gives orders. Someday she'll give Yuri a piece of her mind, and good for her. The things she puts up with. Bella, she was a pretty woman not long ago. Was not called Bella for nothing. Losing her only child really aged her. What a tragedy.
Alright, castle? Yeah.
The castle north of town was abandoned for many years. Then, some strangers moved in 4 years ago. No one knows what goes on there now. But it won't be for the good, I'll tell you.
Bum, bum, boom, bum, bum. Werewolves.
Werewolves are gypsies, no question about it. They change into wolves at night, eating anyone they can get. Nothing can kill a werewolf but silver or magic. So you be careful out in the woods at night, you hear me? The gypsy camp is not at all that far from here.
Gravedigger.
Igor didn't return to town the other night. Poor man. Something dreadful happened to him. Eaten alive, more's the pity.
Terrible. Gypsy prisoner.
The gypsy was right outside town. The very nerve of some people. No sooner did it eat for Igor than it went off looking for someone else to chew on. Everyone knows how gypsies are werewolves. I don't know how I'll sleep with that beast so close. We should burn as quickly as possible. And I told Dimitri that. Otherwise, who knows what will happen when that gypsy gets loose. We'll all be eaten.
Oh man. Okay, well let's ask about Nikolai.
They say Nikolai went off to look for Anna for the last time. Maybe they're together again somewhere.
And the monastery.
That is a bad place, and you'd better have nothing to do with it. It is dangerous and should have been torn down long ago. Many a stranger never came back after asking questions about it, so don't let your curiosity be the death of you.
Let's see. Something else? Husband.
Yeah, my sad departed husband. His name was Boris. Gone 3 years now. He was such a good man.
Mordavia.
This isn't such a bad place to settle down, you know. You could easily earn a living farming here. That certainly has more job security than adventuring, after all.
Okay, enough already.
Yeah, good night and don't...
Yes, we've heard that before.
Cop? Yeah.
That gypsy.
Yes.
I'm sure there's more exciting dialogue, but we shan't see it because we're going to go looking now. The gypsy doesn't have much time, does he? And I worry. Where could the gypsy be? Could be anywhere. How am I supposed to find a disappearing man? Well, last time we saw him was in the graveyard.
You hear a monstrous groaning noise from beneath the fallen tombstone. Perhaps a horrible monster waits below.
Uh-oh.
This headstone does not have an epitaph. Yet. How about that old one? Death is just nature's way of telling you to slow down.
Well, this thing was standing up last time we were here, where Igor was. All right.
Igor saved! Kind stranger saved Igor! Good kind stranger! Igor happy grave, not Igor's grave.
We're all happy. Especially the gypsy. And that's all we're getting out of that.
The gravestone is cold.
Cold to the touch and very smooth. Nice, nice, very nice. It looks like the gypsy is saved. Wait, what? Why did that plant look so strange? Did you always look like that?
Wildflowers bloom with the... You pick a few of the flowers.
Oh,
Not...
cool.
There's something strange about this bush.
And we've already messed with that bush. It was quite fun. Huh. Nice.
You've whopped the wyvern. It now lies still like many of its victims before.
What a hero. This is a puzzle that took me a long time. For a long time.
You slowly fill your flask with the greasy, grimy goo.
Let's get another one.
You slowly fill your flask with the greasy, grimy goo.
Bum, 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 bum. Okay, so it looks like we're in good shape thus far. Oh, wait, right. Hello, you. Let's see. How is my flame dart? 397. That's going to be maxed out. I don't even need to practice that anymore. My open spell is at 19,577. Beautiful. Detect magic. Trigger. Okay, wow. It looks like everything is at minimum 300. So I'm in the protection spell. Oh, right. Well, I just got that one. Lightning ball, 300. Juggling. When did I get the juggling darts? Glide is useless. Paladin ability to heal. Dum dum. Oh, you playful little creature. Yep. Well, I'm gonna make this bush disappear. No, we're not. Sorry, we're not gonna hear the mocking noises anymore.
The bush.
Oops! Hi there!
Hello.
And three make 9. Who lives among the watery brine? Fishy, squishy riddles make. Tell me now, who's in the lake?
I know this. It's a Rusalka.
1 and 2 and 3 make 6. Who hides her hut behind trick sticks? Magic message. Bushes here. In the rhyme with disappear.
Thank you. The music's getting a bit loud. Whoa!
1 and 2 and 3 make 6. Magic message. Bushes here. In the rhyme with disappear.
Yes, Baba Yaga.
Would that be Baba Yaga in her chicken leg hut you try?
Baba baby, that's the one. An ogress who is loads of fun. Guessing answers without knowing? Check your guesses first by going.
No one's
Miss Leshy sure loves to play.
a babbling brook chatters its way through the forest.
All right, and we got it.
10 and 12 make 22. This killer plant will crawl to you. Hungry, hunting, seeking food. A berry bush with an attitude?
Why, I think I know what that is. Wait a minute. I know which one it is, though.
You make a wild guess. Is that the bush I rescued from the goo?
No!
5, 4, 3. You've dealt with goo. If it answers 1, it won't for 2.
It's where I got that fruit from. I don't know, maybe I gotta look at it or something. All right, there we go. Happy day. keep exploring.
You have a strong warning sensation. It is definitely dangerous to be here right now.
Oh dear. Suspicions confirmed. Tell the wolves to calm down.
You tell the wolves to stay calm. They don't seem particularly less agitated.
Maybe we can make them calm.
The wolves look much more relaxed now, but they still won't let you through.
Trigger? Wolf stew, make no bones about it. You're dog meat now. Next time chill out before they chow down. Roast in peace.
You have a
I'll just leave. Alright, now where am I at?
Phew.
I would actually like to get in more fights, but I would also like to get my stats up. Stealth, 262. Still got quite a ways to go to 400. Climbing, 304. We can get that up. Magic is at 266. Well, I definitely need to work on that. What's this? Force? Force it, or actually wait, frostbite. 15? That's an expensive spell.
You don't.
Tell bush to grow and prosper. Wait, what? Okay, I can't read that. It's going by too fast. Say the magic phrase.
As you repeat the magic phrase you learned from the Lishi, the bushes on the west spring apart as if by magic. Oh, that's right. It is magic.
It's magic. When I'm with you, oh, it's magic.
Every sense.
So, have you got an excuse?
Hey.
Don't say I didn't warn you, buddy.
All right. Tell about adventures.
You know, if you keep going on doing all that hero stuff, you're gonna wind up with the goody two-shoes blues. You know, black and blue and dead all over.
Okay, what am I supposed to do with him?
They're just the guards. Nothing inside their... when I mentioned that you had visited, I'd expect a... What, you mean that more... Hey, don't get... I was getting kind of bored, Hank.
Okay, I forget how you're supposed to find out, but he could use some new decoration. Would you like a hat, friend?
Not bad at all. I can tell by the reflections in your eyes that it gives me character, makes me look mysterious.
I like it.
Handsome. Hey, all right, you guys. This guy is okay by me. You can let him through.
Well, excellent.
A huge old gnarled oak nestles a large rock under its roots as if it were hatching an egg. An ancient dried corpse hangs from its boughs.
Is there anything hidden in this hole?
You've seen better trees to climb. After all, you really don't want to end up hanging around here. Searching it, you find a large knothole, but there's not anything inside of it.
You can tell he's pleased with himself. Okay, well, Baba Yaga is an ogre, and ogres are known for grinding bones to dust for meals, aren't they?
You put the bones into the huge mortar. Now what?
Now we save the game, because I want to try something. Let's try the trigger. Yeah, this is trigger.
You don't need to grind that.
Really?
You work the pestle back and forth in the mortar. It's hard work, but after a while you manage to grind the bones into a fine bone meal with almost the consistency of flour.
Sexy. Is that a thing? Where is my thing? It's a pie pan. This metal tin pie, perfect for fruit pies. The pan is filled with a sickly red assemblage of poisonous elderberries. Where did my bones go? Okay, maybe I gotta pick them up.
The fine bone meal slips between your fingers. You'll need a container in which to carry it.
I see. Is this what the shopping bag is for?
You don't need...
No, I need another flask. 'Cause I don't think I have any. Poison cure. 2 healing potions. Well, I want that now.
That feels good. You fill the flask with powdery bone meal from the mortar.
I'm a paladin, so I can heal myself, so I'd rather just have the jar. So, bone. You pour the bone meal into the pie tin, then put back the empty flask in your pack. Cool. So I have that, and we have goo. After interminable minutes, the last of the gooey goo splurches into the pie pan. You rub the slimy flask and clean and put it away. This is a metal tin pie, perfect for fruits. The pan is filled with a sickly red assemblage of poisonous elderberries. The pan has been thoroughly greased with goo. Ground up human bones make up the flour in the pan. Let's save this. So it may be undercooked. There we go.
The skulls appear to have stopped flashing their lasers. You pick up the pie. It's been cooked to a delicate golden brown.
Hey, bird legs, squat!
Nice.
You feel a sense of menace and the sensation of being watched. You quickly step out from under the trap. A moment later, you hear the voice of Baba Yaga.
Not very trusting, is he, kids? Good. It's not like I trust him. Floor, quick. Make him stick.
Hey, Baba.
Find your shoes stuck to the floor.
Spirits of the swamp and mire, aid me in what I desire. Creatures of the mist, beings of the fog, turn this human into a cute hedgehog.
Oh, no.
I have a sudden craving for a tiggly wiggly. Perhaps some hedgehog grog, hedge piggly swiggly, and pig newtons. What's that you say? Elderberry pie? Oh, darn. He was bringing that here, wasn't he? I don't suppose a Piggly Wiggle can get the pie from his backpack, could he? Particularly if his feet are stuck to the floor. Oh, pity. Spirits of the mist and more, restore this man as he was before. So, now my dining delight, do you have what I asked for?
Yes I do.
The ugly ogress is Baba Yaga, whom you chased out of Spielberg when you were still learning the hero business. Ogresses aren't really cannibals, you know. After all, they aren't human themselves, so they see no reason not to eat people.
Well then. Oh, right. Maybe I can select it now. Here's the pie. Better hurry.
Mmm, that smells delicious. Just the way we like it. Fresh from the fire. So, let me think. How should I reward you for such a lovely pie?
Give me head.
Well, Kitty, should we just fry him now? Or for an entree, have green spleen casserole with roast leg of man?
Why you gotta be so cruel?
Oh, all right. I suppose he did do us a favor. It wouldn't be polite to eat him now. Besides, he may be useful in the future. So what is it that you want as a reward for your lovely pie?
I don't want to die. That'd be nice. Tell about Gnome's humor.
You tell about the gnome and how he wants his humor back.
Humor, is it? You want a sense of humor. I'm not sure the gnome really had a sense of humor, making fun of poor old ogresses. Oh, all right. Take this good humor bar and give it to the gnome. I suppose there is nothing more pathetic than a gnome who can't tell a joke.
You take the good humor bar and put it away.
Sweet.
You've got what you wanted, and I've got what we wanted. Tasty treat, now retreat.
Well, I guess she liked the pie, or you would have taken its place.
Lucky me. Let's save. And eat the good humor bar, maybe.
You sneak a tiny taste of the good humor bar. It tastes kind of funny. It doesn't say. Skulls line the pathway to a most peculiar chicken-legged hut. There can't be many like it. This must be Baba Yaga's hut, last seen in Spielberg.
It must be.
You feel a sense of wariness and more than a little hunger. Baba Yaga speaks out loud.
Cut so true, glue his shoes.
You find your feet stuck again to the floor.
That's getting old.
Oh, back so soon, Cookie Face. I hope for your sake you brought us something to eat. After all, there's always room for Hero.
Oh dear. I do have some food. You can eat my poop or some candy?
That is not something we consider edible. Feed us or weep.
I wonder if she'll take the corn.
I'm getting hungrier, and you aren't giving me anything good to eat yet, oh soon-to-be supper.
Uh-oh. How about some garlic? Or you can eat that dagger.
Oh, I can always use some garlic. It goes with everything. Now I can make some garlic head. So what do you want for this, Cookie?
I could ask for a spell.
You ask for a magical spell.
Magic. Let me think. What have I got that won't let you get me? I suppose you want something other than a spell to cause warts.
You nod your head.
That would be nice.
Oh, all right, all right. Here's a spell scroll to teach you the hide spell. I use it all the time, as you can plainly see.
You read the scroll. As it vanishes, the spell remains in your memory.
Cool. Let's talk to her.
Not too bad. I had wyvern waffles for breakfast, and venom makes a great syrup over waffles.
Let's ask another question. Rumors.
I've heard that you were brought here by those up at the castle. They weren't too happy when you landed in the Dark One's cave instead of their spell circle.
Oh, crap.
Well, they just didn't realize how powerful the dark influences are. They are keeping a close watch over you now, though.
We're learning a bit, aren't we? Let's ask about the castle.
You should go visit the castle someday. You probably wouldn't get in the front door, but there is supposed to be a secret passage from the graveyard to the castle. Now, what besides talk are you interested in having?
Let's ask about the cave.
The Dark One's cave has been around for many years. It seems it was a place of worship for a cult. They wanted to bring a Dark One into this world. Fortunately for this valley, the cult didn't succeed, I'll tell you.
Dark One.
The Dark Ones are creatures of another plane of existence. They are incredibly powerful and dangerous. When they enter this world, they bring darkness, madness, and destruction. Don't mess with the Dark One's cave. I hate to have to leave this place because you ruined the neighborhood.
You know how I roll. Dark influence.
The Dark One that was worshipped in the cave almost, but not quite, came into this world. It's now trapped in a limbo state between dimensions. However, its magical aura leaches into this world, particularly at night. That's why things are so much more scenic when the sun sets. The dark influences affect spells here, too. Particularly spells which work both in and out of the valley. Crystal ball reception stinks. We're magically cut off from most of the world. The castle folks used a lot of magic trying to get you here. You should be sure to thank them for your visit when you see them.
She's being rather friendly with us. And that was rumors. Let's ask about reward.
What do you want in return for your little gift?
Told me a lot.
Hero near, out I hear.
No. I don't want to go.
Oh, back so soon?
Okay, I better not go in there again. Okay, so let's think about this. We need some more garlic, and we might be able to get a new potion from the scientist. Oof. Now, we can't just buy potions like we used to. So money really doesn't have much purpose in this game, as we've already discussed. So let's go ahead, get some climbing on in. You know me. I love my climbing. Yeah, everybody's hiding after they were all proven to be stupids. Unlock.
Ah, you're just in time to witness a magnificent scientific experiment. I have managed to harness the very primal force of lightning at my beck and call. Now I shall use it to create life itself. Watch this.
Oh dear. Might want to align that.
That was not quite the experimental result I expected. But never mind that. It is merely a momentary setback in the annals of science. I shall readjust the magnetic electrical stimulation system and try again another day.
Cool, cool, cool. Well, let's talk to him. Tell about Spielberg.
We tell Dr. Cranium about your first adventures in the Spielberg Valley. He seems vaguely interested in your tales of the Baron and his children, but his eyes positively light up when you mention the Antwerp.
Ah, so you are the Spielberg hero. I went there on an Antwerp gathering expedition a few months ago. The people there are still talking about your adventures.
You continue by telling Dr. Cranium of your encounters with the eccentric wizard Erasmus, the deadly kobold magic user, and the ogress Baba Yaga.
Turned her into a frog? Oh, such poppycock. There is a perfectly straightforward scientific explanation for all of those events. There is no such thing as magic.
Well, you heard it here, folks. Talk about myself.
You start to tell Dr. Cranium about yourself and your adventures, but he quickly interrupts.
But there is nothing so adventurous as pursuing a career in science. Did you know, for instance, that simple scientific principles can be applied to the creation of potions for healing and curing poison?
All right, let's... What is it? Oh, right. It looks like there's new things to ask him about. Mordavia.
Oh, this is a sad, ignorant land where...
Okay. Antwerps.
Antwerps are a truly fascinating species. They reproduce by splitting into a number of tiny Antwerps, each with their own genetic code. They cannot split voluntarily, however. They only reproduce when cut or stabbed. My test Antwerps came from Spielberg Valley, where there was an Antwerp population explosion last spring.
Lightning.
I have come to the conclusion that lightning is electrical in nature, which would put it in the realm of fire. Fortunately, there have been an increasing number of storms here lately, so I have been able to harness some of the lightning and store it for experimental use.
Okay. Nice, nice.
I am convinced that the primal force of life is electrical in nature. Of course, it must also involve water for life, and pizza, without which life would be boring.
All right, let's ask about science. Skip that. Let's get another empty flask.
Of course.
You are...
Of course.
I should have just asked for a bunch of those in the beginning. Okay, so poison
Here you are. What?
and healing.
Here you are.
And there we go.
Perhaps I should wait a day or two before resuming my Frankie experiment. It is very important that the right person stay in charge here.
Let's go in here. Do we still have the gypsy?
The gypsy is gone.
And what do you say?
The gypsy is no longer my prisoner. Good riddance. I would not have enjoyed burning him at the stake.
Well, a lot of the townspeople would have.
I'm just glad this whole thing is over. I hope this is the last of people disappearing mysteriously around here.
Okay. Townspeople.
The townspeople are foolish sometimes. They want easy answers instead of difficult solutions.
Well, it seems like he's not really telling us anything useful, so yay! No dialogue. Alright, 1 second. I've got to grab a new drink. Doors closed. Awesome, dude. Oh, and I need a bottle opener. There it is. Doop doop doop, Scooby doop, dooby doop, dooby doo doop, bop 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 bop. Scooby doop, dooby doop, beebity boop bop. All right, let's get headphones back in and be good to go, mate.
That didn't...
The hell it didn't.
Farewell, and thank you for helping Igor. I did not believe the gypsy was guilty, and I did not want to burn him at the stake.
Well, you know, it's nothing. You don't want heroes here, though, but you sure appreciate the help.
Through the archway you can see the buildings in the northern part of town.
Igor, very glad not to still be in grave. You Igor's friend now.
Lucky us. Let's see. Greet Igor.
Good to see you.
Tell him a rumor.
To tell Igor, the townspeople were worried while he was gone.
People miss Igor? You tell Igor a rumor? Igor now morgue happy than ever. Morgue happy, get it?
I got it. I got it.
Graveyard humor there.
Oh my god. What good humor. What good humor. Tell about Grave.
To tell Igor how you figured out he was stuck in the grave.
Lucky for Igor, you persistent hero.
Yes. Let's ask him questions. Crypt key.
Igor not give crypt key to strangers. You not stranger. Igor give crypt key to you.
Nice. That was easy.
Oh, reports of Igor's demise greatly exaggerated.
Let's ask about his grave accident.
Grave accident? Little graveyard humor there. That good one. I like it. Igor found headstone near grave. Igor fall in grave. Gravestone fall on grave. Igor not get out until you get him out of grave. Igor in grave danger. A little graveyard humor there.
Arana's staff.
Staff been in town long time. Dimitri's grandfather brought staff to town.
Dr. Cranium.
People say Doctor mad. Doctor not mad. Doctor just crazy.
You never got him the fluid, did you?
Oh, people not like gypsies. People think gypsies steal things. People think gypsies eat people. People think gypsies not normal like Igor.
Man, this guy's optimism. All right.
It looks pretty much... It looks...
Let's go in here.
This CD play...
Hey, wait a minute. That looks new.
This is a Thieves Guild recruiting poster. This is...
Read note.
The note says that a successful thief needs to leave no stone or barrel unturned.
Well then.
You depress the barrel tap, but nothing comes out. Instead, the barrel slides across the wall to reveal some sort of mechanism. This is a door unlocking mechanism. To operate it, push each of the tiles until all 9 tiles have been set to the correct pattern to open the door.
So you might be saying, what the hell?
There are no gray tiles in the solution. Nonetheless, 4 colors on each of 9 tiles yields over 250,000 possible solutions. Guesswork won't help.
You say won't help, but in these sensitive times and wordplay, you need to say that it can be done. It's just highly unlikely. Stop feeding me news in a manner I don't like. The hell? Okay, that's got to be blue. The colors on my screen are off, so that way looking at computer monitors all day doesn't burn up my eyes. So it's what? Blue, blue, yellow, green, 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 red, blue, red. So here's the deal. Actually, maybe I should look at this.
You leaf an interest later. It's one of.
I missed it.
You leaf an interest.
The answer is in here.
Entry. It says, "Bad boys yell, good girls giggle, rich girls run." Not quite on the same standard as a nighttime castle raid. One of the final entries says, "The log."
So, bad boys yell, good girls giggle,
That didn't do.
rad boy, rad something, whatever.
You straighten out. You straight. This is a door.
So, and I'm having a hard time seeing what color is actually blue. I think this might be blue. Bad boys yell. See? Blue, blue, yellow. Bad boys yell. Good girls giggle. Red. Green, red? Why is that not right? Maybe my colors are mixed up. There we go. Oh boy. Oh God.
So, you found my secret passageway. You must excuse me. I'm not quite myself anymore. No, don't worry. I won't hurt you. It is good to talk to someone again. It has been so very long since anyone has been here. Ah, but I'm forgetting my manners. Welcome to Mordavia. I am the chief thief here. I'm also the only thief here other than you, but that is beside the point.
Oh, let's see. Let's be obvious here. Let's make a thief sign.
Feeling like an idiot, as you generally do when making the sign, you go through the motions of performing the thief sign to the monster.
Well, of course you're a thief, or you wouldn't be here, idiot! Tuck that elbow in tighter on the belly rub next time.
Yes, sir. Tell about the old man's house.
You tell the chief about your break-in at the old man's house.
It seems you do really well under pressure. It is a pity that we can no longer fence things here. You could probably earn a lot of money.
Let's introduce myself.
Pleased to meet you. It's so good to have someone of my own kind to talk to again.
All right, let's provide my resume.
Interesting. You have had a good deal of experience. If you study up on trap disarming and thief signs, you will have almost every skill you need to become a master thief. Perhaps even a chief thief like myself.
One can only dream. I want to be like you.
You are a very brave and honorable man to offer such a thing. Are you certain you are in the right profession? Do you want to be a thief or some kind of a hero? The two roles are usually mutually exclusive, you know.
I just wanted to help you, you butt nugget. So let's look at him. He is not what a normal man looks like. He is a human head on a roach body.
He looks like a cross between an enormous beetle and an older version of your old buddy Ugat.
Let's ask about the castle.
There is a little-known secret way into the castle that I will someday reveal to you when I think you are ready.
Oh, wow. Well, thank you for watching out, dog.
This was once a thriving training ground for new thieves. They would come from miles around to learn the trade here. If only we were not completely cut off from the rest of the world, this would be the greatest thieves guild in the whole world.
That would be awesome. Let's ask about the other thieves.
After I became such as I am, many of the members left. One thief said that I was no longer fit to be chief. After I showed him how fast I could throw daggers with these feet, he didn't say much. Never said anything again, as a matter of fact.
Murderer!
Those that left said they felt uncomfortable around me. Fools! Do they think this is some sort of brotherhood of man? This is a brotherhood of thieves! They should be uncomfortable around me. Soon it was just me and two others. They decided to explore the castle after the new owner moved in and never returned. So now, there's only me and you.
Nice. So, wait, secret passageway? Yeah.
You mean this passage behind me? It leads out of town under the bridge near the gate. You can use it to get out of town, but you cannot get back in. The door can't be opened from the outside.
Yeah, well, get out of the way. Disarming traps.
You have to be very careful with traps. Always check for them first. Take your time disarming them. One mistake can be your last.
And what, thief jobs? I mean, we already asked about the Thieves Guild, right? Yeah. Thief jobs.
We are not exactly set up right now to fence stolen items. There are several places around the town where you might be able to find a bit of loose cash, though. I will tell you what. You go out and steal something from someone in town and come back and tell me about it. If it sounds like you know your basic thief skills, I will let you know where the really good places are.
All right. Monstrous shape.
Do you like it? I'm afraid it is not very becoming. And to think I once despised cockroaches.
How can I help?
It would be too dangerous for you to help me. If I, a master thief and chief of a major guild, dare not go back to the monastery, you would be wise not to even think of such a thing.
Well, I am not a fan of thinking. Cause of condition.
I made a terrible mistake and broke into the monastery one night. It had been abandoned for years, and I thought maybe something had been left behind there. I discovered a secret passage to the basement. That place gave me the creeps. I felt like something was watching me all the time. When I got to the basement, I discovered a small statue I could easily take. When I tried to pick it up, I felt very, very dizzy. When I awoke from my faint, I looked like this. You can imagine my horror.
I can. Is it fun being a monster?
Do you think it's fun to have 6 legs and no matching socks? Do you think I enjoy running around frantically and stopping suddenly for no apparent reason? Do you think it's fun to look in the mirror and wish you had a giant fly swatter so you could commit suicide? Is that your idea of fun? You idiot! You! Forgive me, I'm just not myself lately.
Wow. Something told me that was a dumb question to ask, but I am dumb. What's your name, by the way?
My name? Oh, you can call me Chief. No point in being informal here just because no one else is around.
What about town?
This was once a very prosperous town before the swamp cut off the only passages in or out of here.
Oh, God.
That is a very dangerous place. Do not even think of trying to break into it through the door. The last thief who tried that did not even get the door open. We found his toolkit lying beside the door, but we never found him.
Burgomeister.
You will need to be careful around him. He takes his job most seriously. I once offered him a bribe, just as an offer of goodwill, and the man practically bit my head off. Phew, what a sore head.
Dr. Cranium.
A strange man, a very strange man. No thief ever managed to break into his house unnoticed or steal anything from there.
Inn.
If you ever plan to stay at the inn or even just eat there, I would not recommend stealing from that place. The people there are suspicious of strangers anyway and would know who to blame.
And old man.
Do you mean Nikolai? Yes, his would be an easy house from which to gain money. Be wary, though. The Burgomeister's bedroom is beside the house, and Dmitri watches out and listens for the old man.
Yeah, he's dead. Store.
That shop is very securely locked up at night. The only way to get into it would be to very literally break in the window, and that would attract unwanted attention. Do not try it unless you want to get caught.
I don't want to be caught. No. Alright, that's enough. Let's say goodbye.
Must you go so soon? We were just getting to know one another.
Yes, we must go. Are you gonna...
It doesn't.
Yeah, you're gonna be a jerk and stand in the way. And...
You find 3 throwing daggers. That's peculiar. You could have sworn you took everything of value last time you were here.
Because I did.
Don't close the doors. You may need to go back into the alcove.
Unlikely. And way off of where I was clicking. So in part 3 there were no vigor potions, and in part 4 there are no vigor potions. Can I cast levitate?
It's too dangerous to use magic in town during the day. The townspeople are very suspicious of magic users.
Okay, well we'll make this quick. Because that climbing animation is so long.
The hectopus seems somehow calmer as you present the Dark One sign to it. You get the feeling that there's something it wants you to do with the sign.
Bad place. Very bad place. Go away. You'll be very sorry.
Shut up, Igor. I know what I'm doing.
You push the Dark One sign into the indentation on the door. It fits perfectly.
So we're in here to use our lockpicking skills.
You deftly pick the cabinet's simple lock and take the healing potion you find inside.
You can break your way in there, but... yeah, no. Wait, what's this?
Something dark in the alcove. Could it be at last the fabled black bird for which so many have been searching?
It could be. Can I get the... oh, man. I think that just made me leave. I wanted to grab the bird. And for some reason, I thought that it never really showed that animation again. Oh! I have the bird.
That didn't do it. You give the blackbird a quick peck, then return it to your pack.
So there's one of the blackbirds in every single game, and as we've heard before, only one of them is real. Blackbird. This sculpture of a black falcon brings back memories of your wonderful vacation in Regier. Wasn't there one in Spielberg too? And one in the bazaar in Tarna? Too bad this is just a cheap plaster imitation. Where, you wonder, is the real bird? It is in Spielberg.
You retrieve the Dark One sign from the monastery door, then quickly step away before the Hectopus can react.
Nice. So let's see. Let's go talk to Boris Stovich.
Welcome again to the gates of the Castle Borgov. I hope that you've been enjoying your visit to Moldavia.
That I am. Talk about Olga. You tell
Boris that you've met Olga the shopkeeper, and it's a strange coincidence that she once had a husband named Boris Stovich.
Curious coincidence, perhaps?
I don't think so.
You have been very lucky so far in Moldavia. May you never meet something you cannot handle.
It will be hard to find something like that. So let's grab one of Olga's sandwiches.
You hand one of your sandwiches over to the gatekeeper.
An avocado and garlic sandwich? Why, I haven't had one of those for years. You are most kind, but I fear that it would make me homesick.
Well, maybe he has new things we can ask him about. Who's Katrina?
I do not know if anyone at the castle is named Katrina. My house is just inside the gates, and I seldom see anyone from the castle.
What do you do around here?
I am very sorry, but I can only open this gate by the command of the master.
Who is the master?
The master seldom leaves the castle and has few guests.
Well, that's not cool. He has a badass castle and doesn't let anybody come there and party.
Since the last boyar passed away many years ago, the castle has been uninhabited until recently. Now it is owned by the master, who is also my employer. It is not a bad job. I am paid well and on time.
Well, that's chill. You get to sit around and do nothing and make a good wage. I'm
Good
jealous.
luck, and may your feet move faster than the thing that chases you.
May it indeed. I feel like there's another thing I can do out and about right now. Well, let's head back to the town. What time of day is it? It is sundown. How are my stats doing? Climbing is at 316. Honor went up. Communicate went up very slightly. Luck, vitality, and strength, and intelligence. Stealth. I will be sneaking throughout the entire game, it appears. Maybe he has new dialogue? Rumors.
I do not gossip.
Right. I don't think he has any new dialogue for me, and that's good because I really am tired of talking.
You unlock the door to your room and go in.
Want some action? I want to hear the puzzle completion noise.
You take a clove of garlic in case you meet an Italian chef somewhere.
Good man.
You don't need that.
So they only let me take one. Let's buy another piece of garlic while we can.
Well now, what news do you have for me?
She's just an old lady who loves to gossip. Tell about the gatekeeper.
You tell Olga that the gatekeeper's name is Boris Stovich and ask if they're related.
Aha! So that's where the so-and-so went. Tell him he's a rotten no good Nick.
Yes, give him what for.
Tell Olga about what you've been doing in Moldavia.
Buy equipment. Buy some garlic. And buy some extra garlic just in case. Never have too much garlic in a land that's supposedly infested with vampires. Alright, several things we got to do tonight. Hopefully before it gets too late at night. I suppose I can start walking.
Hello.
Hello. It's almost always the farthest bush away. What a trickster. Hello, tiny Leshy.
10 and 12 make 22. This killer plant will crawl to you.
So, what is its name? Guess elderberry bush.
Riddles, riddles, 3, 2, 1. Next one, Anne. My riddling's done.
Thank goodness. Nope, we're not gonna hear that. It's so annoying.
The bush.
Oops. Hi there.
Yep, hello. Whoa, he's tall.
5 from 15 leaves you 10. Find the heart scroll in its den. It's hidden hoard revealed at night. What's this undead? You must fight.
Well, that's a hell of a question. It's a dark one, or a wraith.
I'm almost out of riddles. I'll ask you nothing more, but come back in a while just to see what I've in store.
Let's just cast Detect Magic and find you.
This entire area is permeated with powerful magical energy. It seems to be very chaotic and a little bit playful in nature. The bushes seem particularly suspect.
Oh God.
Leashy, riddles done. Thank you much for all the fun.
Now give me something. Wait, what game are you talking about? Alright. Say hello?
You say hello, but there's only silence in return.
Okay, maybe I need to come back another time. Ah, monster. Time to show this guy what for. Block. You got nothing, rabbit. As funny as the rabbit is, I would rather fight big creatures because I have done quite a bit of adventuring at this point, and I deserve proper monsters to fight. Okay, let's roll this way. Stop by that gypsy camp again. See if there's anything good over there. Oh, no, you don't. Oh, wait, different one. Nice. Deaded.
You have a strong warning sensation.
Oh, hello again, wolves. Can I talk to the wolves?
The response is a low growl.
Camp?
The wolf growls menacingly in response.
Okay, it looks like we're not doing anything here today. Let's go hit up Baba Yaga and see what's up with her. Certainly now she'll help us with the Dark One ritual. One can only hope. Say the magic phrase, and we are past the magic bush again.
Yeah, what's new?
What's new with you? Nothing. Same old, same old. Another day, another Copic. And in here we go.
You feel a sense of wariness and Baba. You find.
Yes, we've all heard this before. Yeah, I'm back. I just can't get enough of you. I'm sorry.
Oh, I can...
We feed her some more garlic, and now we can request another reward. Let's ask for the Dark One ritual.
You ask Baba Yaga about a Dark One ritual.
So, you heard about that, huh? I found it in the hangman's tree some years ago. You're asking for trouble, I hope you know. Using the ritual for any purpose will only bring you grief. It can be used in either one or two ways. Its main purpose is to bring a Dark One across to this world. However, a very powerful wizard could use it to send the Dark One back to its world. You don't qualify as a very powerful wizard as I see it. Still, you want it, you got it.
I'll take it.
Put the ritual away in your pack.
And we're done with you for the rest of the game.
Oh, back.
Yep, no reason to come back here, I reckon. Oregon Trail, and yes, the Monty Python reference. Good times, good stuff. There's a Flash game, and there's even another way to get the free version of the game, of the Oregon Trail, where it's basically the Oregon Trail, except it deals with zombies. And, you know, Oregon, get it? Oregon? Haha. All right. Joke most well received. Oh, really? There we go. You don't make much money in this game, but there's also not much use for money. It's getting dark outside. And the night music has started. And we have will-o-wisps. Greet.
You say hello to the will-o-wisps. The will-o-wisps ignore you.
By the way, Juan, the narrator here is Jonathan Ryan Davies from Lord of the Rings, Gimli. Now, these are the spirits of children, so maybe they would like some candy.
You carefully place some of the candy on the ground.
And then we're going to want to capture one. Oh, wait, I think they...
You capture a few of the will-o-wisps in a flask.
I think they die. I'm pretty sure they die. Save, and let's rest for an hour.
After some rest, you...
And another hour.
After some...
This is a rather grim area, is it not? Here's the glide spell with the Nike logo.
As you start to glide, you realize the only way to get back onto the dry areas will be to grab hold of something and pull yourself up.
Uh-oh. Okay, so those things can kill me. I don't even need the glide spell, am I right? Maybe.
You don't have an...
Oh, I sure don't. Okay. Get moving. No. Okay, this time let's rest like we did, and then we're going to save. So that way I don't have to do that again, because avoiding these arms is a bit tricky. And it's an instant death. So I gotta get there and back. Wherever there is.
You sense terrible danger here. There is a great evil about this place.
Ah, yes, my parent-in-law's place. We have plenty of agility, so let's use that to advance. There we go. Now I've got you. Wait, get over there. All right, and over here. Uh-huh. And let's just get in there and come on. No, you're dead. Come on. You got this, mate. No, stop. No, go back.
You sense that your magic is weakening.
I'm trying.
You sense that you sense terrible danger here.
I also sense that was bogus. I did not mean to leave. Okay. Come on now, mate. And we got a dead wraith.
You sense that your magic is weakening.
Let's just keep running at him.
You sense that your magic...
I know. Okay, cool. So we're on dry land now. So we're doing all right.
The featureless swamp is broken here by the tall stone obelisk to the south. It looks like a grave marker. The standing stone looks like a crude, oversized tombstone. It was an inset six-pointed star figure, similar to the one on the monastery door. The points are slightly curved like the arms of a starfish. Arcane symbols label each point of the star.
Well, don't we have something that looks like this? It looks like a Dark One thing, and this has been used several times. Maybe it's useful again.
The Dark One sign clicks into the depression in the stone. You find that you can now turn the sign like a dial.
Uh-oh. I forgot about this puzzle. Okay, maybe my open...
This is not a good place.
It does not work. Okay, let me look up the solution because I totally forgot.
You are exhausted from lack of sleep.
Okay. Much like Motley Crue, we are on our way. I promise.
Nothing happens when you touch the stone. Something else must be needed to activate it.
That indeed. How about my penis?
The Dark One sign.
So it goes mouth, bone, blood. Mouth, bone, blood, breath, sense, heart. Breath, sense, heart, and essence. That makes no sense. Okay, mouth. Bone. Blood. I would think this is breath. Sense. Heart. And essence. Or maybe it's this simple. I don't know.
Finally, you feel
Wow.
the Dark One sign settle. You pull on it, opening the tomb, and retrieve a damp but readable scroll from its depths. It is the Dark One's bone ritual. You retrieve the Dark One sign from the monolith.
Terrifying. Okay. So perhaps we'll do the glide spell again and try and get out of Dodge.
You sense that your magic is weakening.
Yeah. Stop flattering yourself. Aw, man. Okay, look. Acrobatics to there. This is like the only time acrobatics is ever worth anything.
Either that hillock is too far. What? Either that hillock. Either that. That didn't. That. You see a tree whose branches are clumped with moss and fungi. A variety of slimy toadstools surround the base.
Icky.
You don't have.
Well, then we'll just rest for an hour here
After some rest,
and do the glide.
you sense that your.
No, dude. No, don't delete it. Oh, sweet. I could use some action. What up, yo? Cause I didn't know. Nothing. I am streaming. Y'all cross your fingers for me, man. It's been nearly a year since the last time I've had some action. Drinking about my baby. Okay, let's rest a little more. Save again. No, I swear this mouse, mate. Okay. Nope. Click. No. Stop. Glide. Go down there. The glide spell is easy if you know how to use it, which I apparently did not. Internet nerds. It's what is streaming? It's a game on. It's a thing on. How would y'all describe Twitch? I would say I'm playing a game on Twitch, which is a site people go to watch people play games. It's internet nerd stuff, but if you do it right, can make money. Hey, where's the money symbol? All right, so let's go here. And while I was in the bathroom looking up the answer for this, I found another answer. So the will-o-wisps are gonna die by morning, and it's annoying to keep recapturing them. So I just happened to actually read what this is supposed to go to.
When you bring a will-o-wisp near the standing stone, glowing runes appear around a six-pointed image. In the center of the runes, you can now see a small hole in stone.
A small hole in the stone. Is this not going to work anymore?
When you touch the Dark One sign to its image on the squid stone, the sign locks into place in the small hole. The points of the sign seem to point to 6 of the glowing runes.
Ah, yes. A V O. Nope. O. O. And that's not a 3, you damn Gen Zers. That's a Z.
As you complete the name of the Dark One, you feel a distant rumble under the earth, as of the earth shifting, or some unimaginably huge creature stirring in its sleep. Part of the squid stone opens to reveal a small compartment. You reach in to find a scroll covered with mysterious runes. The symbol of the senses at the top is the only part that you can make out. You also retrieve the Dark One sign, which pulls loose from the stone with a slurping, sucking sensation. The hole in the stone closes as you remove the sign.
Well, that was a dramatic bunch of stuff just to say, yeah. Oh, wait, I can hit F5. That's right. Quest for Glory 3 had me so trained that the F5 button doesn't work. And this is what we needed to know for the puzzle we already did.
An image of the sign of the Dark One has appeared on the squid stone.
Let's see. There's a neighborhood bar and Colombian. And that's Colombian with a C-O-L-O. Because those guys have gotten on to me about that so many times. And I'm like, look, that's not how we spell it in English. And they're like, I don't care. This is how you spell it. Like, yeah, well, I still call Munich Berlin, so fuck off. So I'm gonna... I know I just admitted that I haven't had any action in almost a year. But there's one thing that, like, human nature, you got to keep in mind. So whenever someone's like, well, what do you want to do? Give them options. Don't just tell them something. Give them options. People love options. You love options. I love options. But then again, maybe that's why it's been a year, because I think too much about this stuff.
An image of the sign of...
Oh, right. I should save again, since I got all this stuff. Oof. Cool. Good to go. So it's nighttime. Maybe my future lover, Katrina, the sweet peasant girl, is hanging out for me. I don't see her.
No one seems to be listening.
What a bummer. All right, well, let's go wraith hunting. What say ye, men? Really saving a lot. I know there's an autosave, but man, that Sierra game PTSD.
There's something... You feel a chill go through you as you enter this part of the forest, as if a cold wind suddenly sprang up from nowhere.
Oh, goodness. Well, let's turn the AC off. Oh, crap. See? The Wraith has sucked the life force right out of you. Should you return here in another life, you will need to be properly protected and strike quickly. Ah, God.
You feel a chill.
What's going on now? Give me a sec. I was... Okay, well, damn it, that thing might be crapping out. Urgh. So let's see, I have a healing potion. Let's get that healing potion, right? And that's a poison potion, so there's not a lot I can really do.
That feels good.
Dang it. I'm dead. 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 Okay, we can make this work, though. I promise you.
You feel it?
All I gotta do is heal myself.
Ah. 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 After
So let's go ahead and sleep. We need more mana.
After some rest. After some rest.
Wait, what time of day is it? Oh, it's almost daytime. I've been resting, but I have been awake for almost 24 hours. Come on, don't be gone. Please be there.
You feel it?
Okay, we got this. Yes!
Vanishes into nothingness, and the air slowly begins to regain some warmth.
So killing a wraith is kind of a big deal.
You see a raised mound. The barrow contains treasure that the wraith collected while it was alive, or perhaps more recently from treasure seekers less fortunate than you. You find a well-crafted sword and 150 gold crowns. As you pick up the sword, you feel a sensation of strength and power. It's magical.
Yay!
You also find a scroll with mysterious letters that seem to writhe and shift under your gaze. At the top is a stylized heart symbol. A few drops of ink under it remind you of dried blood.
Oh, wow, I actually needed that. Outside of the awesome new sword, Piotr's Sword. Ooh. This magical sword has powerful combat and defensive abilities in the hands of a paladin such as yourself. Oh, and now we're rich. So that was one of the toughest wraiths in the entire game. I guess we can head back to the village. Maybe we can have a night terror before everybody wakes up in a couple hours. Although I feel like it's daytime. I'm probably not going to make it. Sorry, Rabbit. Ba-dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun. That's cool, but did I miss it? I want to sleep till morning. Oh!
After some rest.
Totally missed it. All right, no sleep tonight. After some rest, you feel much better.
After some...
The werewolf threat has ended.
'Cause I'm the man.
Since you have found and rescued Igor, I have released our gypsy prisoner. It seems it was not a werewolf after all. All the peasant fears were for nothing.
Tell about yourself.
You tell the Burgermeister about how much you want to be a hero.
I am beginning to think that you must be quite a hero already.
Well, I am a prince. Y'all must have forgotten that at some point. Alright, don't heal myself, because I have other things to do. Let's ask about the gypsy.
The gypsy has no doubt returned home to his people. They have an encampment to the east.
How you doing, Burgermeister?
I will be able to get a real night's sleep for once. I do not have to worry that the prisoner will be harmed or that he will escape now.
Townsfolk.
The people of this town will settle down again. They cried so loudly for blood because they are tired of living so long in the shadow of fear.
Rumors. Yeah, these guys are unhappy.
There is a rumor that perhaps I was mistaken in trying to drive you away from Mordavia. That perhaps you are the hero you claim to be. But you know how rumors are. You cannot always trust what you hear.
No. Well, we got everything under control now. Maybe Gossip McGee has something new to tell me.
I suppose you heard that the gypsy didn't kill Igor after all. Dmitri has set the gypsy free. No good will come of it. You mark my words. The man was clearly a werewolf.
What a bastard, huh?
Yeah,
Goodness. Sorry. Right. So let's go in here and get a bit of exercise in.
There's only a certain amount of punishment your body can stand on any given day.
Try again tomorrow, but I
You
haven't...
consider placing a few more weights in the baskets?
Yeah. Oh, right. I think I know how to... Nope, stop. I think I know how to do this now.
But
Calm down, Igor.
You push.
So let's go in here and do a thing. And hopefully it works this time. God, that's loud. Let's take the garlic and see if you're hungry over here.
Hector the hexapod happily gorges itself on the garlic. Hector looks much less hungry and perhaps a little less dangerous now.
Oh boy.
There is a cold feeling down here that chills your bones and sets the hairs on the nape of your neck on end. There is a musty odor of mold and mildew mingling with a sickeningly sweet smell of decaying flesh. Welcome to your nightmare.
I hope you didn't
This is a
scare me.
dangerous place. You probably knew that. Handle with care. An incredible sensation of evil emanates from over by the book. That seems like an excellent thing to avoid.
Well, let's look around, why don't we?
The walls of this creepy place glisten with liquid, as if they were oozing with the blood of ancient sacrifices. It's cold down here, as if all your body warmth was being leached away from you.
What's this?
You see a small statue that matches the description that the chief thief gave you. The huge barrel is labeled Cask of Amontillado. This must be the fabled spirit that provided most of the income and fame of the monastic order here. It is rumored to provide strange and mystical visions to those who taste freely of its contents.
Oh, it's absinthe.
The crack in the building looks like a serpent. It seems you aren't the only thing under stress down here.
I don't know if I've ever actually seen that.
It's a small barrel, perhaps once used for brandy.
Anything in there?
The barrel is now empty.
Can I touch the crack?
It doesn't budge.
I wanted crack.
A number of barrels stacked and strewn about show that this room was used for storage, as well as unspeakable acts.
What's up with this face?
These bizarre creatures are only stone carvings, you hope. You've seen some pretty ridiculous things in your time, and that's certainly one of them.
Yeah, I have no idea what that is. A woozle.
Above the altar is the sign of the Dark One, surrounded by arcane letters. A notch next to the A makes you think that perhaps that is some sort of starting point for the letters.
And that's the clue on how to complete that one puzzle that we already knew.
There is a huge book on the altar. The binding looks like stretched human skin, with letters and markings written in dried blood. The letters spell out Necrophilicon. What could that mean? Oh, that's it. Something like the Silmarillion for of the love of death. Ugh. There's something very, very wrong and dangerous about this book. The roll-top desk is spotted with dark and ominous stains.
I love roll-top desks, and I don't know why. They're old, outdated. I haven't seen one in probably 30 years, but I love them. So let's get stupid, right? Hey, fireball on that weird statue.
That isn't particularly flammable.
Well, let's touch it.
It's a really silly-looking statue and clearly of no value. It's also much too heavy to carry around with you.
Can I talk to you?
It doesn't say much.
No. Can I talk to
No
anything?
one.
No one seems to be listening. Can I take that weird statue? Oh! I pissed off the statue.
You feel a funny tingling sensation, then a slimy one, as you reach out to touch the statue. This is not good.
And I'm a slug. Slug it out. Well, you have to admit that becoming a giant banana slug is one of the more unique situations in your adventuring career. It's also the last one as you choke on your own slime. Aww. Okay, well, this book is probably useful.
The huge book on the altar looks fascinating. You would almost swear you saw it move. The title says Necrophilicon. Haven't you heard about this book somewhere?
Oh dear. Case and book closed. Maybe you should have judged the book by the cover. Anyway, the judgment seems to have gone against you. In fact, they threw the book at you. Let's restore. And not die this time. Let's look for traps. Wait, what? Oh, I see.
You rifle through the Mad Monk's desk and find the diary of Amontillado. Boy, was this guy wacko. Reading this makes your head hurt. However, it does give you some information about the Dark One rituals. It said something about the first ritual being placed within the Mad Monk's tombstone, there to be forever guarded by followers.
In the swamp?
The second ritual shall be placed in the Stone of Squids, and revealed only by the light of a dead child's soul.
Where the bonsai tree was.
The next ritual shall be placed in the hollow of the Hangman's Tree,
Baba Yaga.
guarded by the spirit of the dead which remains there. The blood ritual shall be concealed magically within the monastery, and only he who willingly seeks dark visions shall find it.
And
The mouth ritual shall be placed in the great arch itself, under the Dark One's sign. And the heart ritual shall be given to someone named Gregor for safekeeping.
Gregor?
Now there's another note on this page in another's handwriting. Gregor is missing in the forest and probably dead. Yet where is the heart ritual?
I think I have the heart ritual. Bone ritual. Breath ritual. Sense ritual. Well, we found Gregor. Let's get drunk on
Tap
absinthe.
the huge cask of Amontillado. This is the strongest stuff you've ever tasted, assuming that you're not an aficionado of dragon's breath.
And y'all know I'm not. Woo! Womp. There's that very familiar tune. Oh God, what was that?
Man, have you got a headache? Fortunately, the Dark One rising seems to have been just a vision, not the reality. Yet. A scroll has formed from the cask's wine droplets. You pick up the rolled paper on the floor. It has a symbol of a drop of blood at the top and the inscription, Ritual of Blood. You can't read any of the other writing on it.
Interesting. So we have, I think, 5 rituals total. Yeah, we have 5 rituals. How many are there?
You rifle through the Mad Monk's desk and find the diary of Amon T. It said something about the first ritual being placed within the Mad Monk's. The
2.
next ritual should be placed in the hollow of the Hangman's tree.
3.
And guarded by the spirit of the dead.
4.
The mouth ritual should be placed in the great arch itself, under the Dark One's sign. And the heart ritual shall
5,
be given
6.
to someone named Gregor. Now the
So we're looking for the mouth ritual, I'm sure. Bone, blood, breath, sense, heart. Nice. Okay, I think we got everything we need in here. I'm going to try one more thing that's probably going to get me killed. Because that's fun. And because I'm curious.
your rifle. Now that
Okay, so I guess there's nothing in the desk drawers.
this
Wait, what?
this grim altar certainly seems like a place where Dark One rituals were once performed, but it's not for you. You will need to take the rituals into the very heart of darkness before you can use them.
Oh, right. I can't touch that statue, right? So it's a shopping bag. I'm not touching it. I'm not touching you.
You pick up the statue in the shopping bag, carefully avoiding any contact with your own flesh. The statue glows briefly as it slips into the bag, then subsides.
Nice. Let's go visit the Chief Thief.
You retrieve the... You consider
And see what's up. Let's show you the dark sign, actually. I'm curious.
That didn't do it.
Nothing. Let's show you the valuables that I stole.
That didn't do it. That...
What are these for? I forget. Jewelry. This fine jewelry is undoubtedly very valuable. Statue. Carefully wrapped in a shopping bag is the grotesque sculpture of a horrible squid-like monster. Let's give it to the Chief Thief. Whoa!
Wonderful, wonderful. I won't have to scuttle in the shadows all the time. I won't have to have unsavory eating practices. Thank you so very much.
Yes, but what if I had just actually turned you more into a cockroach? So that way, you wouldn't think it's so unsavory anymore. And I gotta go pee again. I'm sorry. much better. I apologize for the delay. As I get older, I pee more, and I also take longer to pee. Let's see. Tell the chief thief you're welcome.
You have such nice manners. Are you certain you want to hang around tough, brutal scum of the earth who will try to beat you up at the slightest excuse? Or is that your idea of a good time?
I don't think you could beat me up. Tell Chief Thief to be careful.
All right, all right. I know I was getting careless. I am going to make certain no one ever touches that statue again. At least not by accident.
Alright, that's all I ask. Tell about monastery break-in.
You did very well indeed. I can tell that you will someday be a chief thief yourself.
Nope, that's character class restricted, and I am a paladin. Say goodbye.
Going so soon? Good luck.
Alright, he should have new dialogue. And I really hope it's not a lot.
I am all right, I guess, but I'm having a difficult time adjusting to walking on two legs again.
Thieves Guild.
Other than the fact that there are no other thieves here, and that we are not likely to get any in the near future, this is a wonderful guild. If you excuse the fact we can't fence anything here either.
Let's ask about the other thieves.
After I became such as I am, many of the members left. One thief said that I was no longer fit to be chief. After I showed him how fast I could throw daggers with these feet, he didn't say much. Never the ones that left. So
Secret passageway. Actually, let's go back, because I've already talked to you about that stuff. So, castle, secret entrance.
there is a secret passage to the castle from the Boyar's crypt in the graveyard. There is a special way to open this secret door. Something involving colors and the Borgov family crest, I think. You must be very careful. I know nothing of the people who now live in the castle. Only that the last thieves to break in never returned.
Alright, well that's enough. And I'm going to try that jewelry on you one last time, you ding-dong. Oh, and the black bird. Don't forget the black bird.
That didn't do anything.
Alright then, Mr. Didn't do anything useful.
So you managed to get the blackbird from the monastery. Very nicely done. Such a shame that it's a fake. Still, it could be useful. Very useful. However, you never know just what it can be used for.
Well, he doesn't want to take it. Can I use the exit? Get out of the way. Ah. How annoying.
It doesn't.
What do you mean it doesn't say much? Alright, does Igor have anything to say? Nope. So let's get back to sneaking. Because it helps out stats. Let's get some food. Haven't been in here in a while.
It's a typical country breakfast. Fried beets and sausage with garlic for a garnish.
Yep, no new dialogue here. I need to spend more time in the inn. But at night. And it is daytime. So let's go talk to the scientist and get what we can from him. And actually, let's get our lockpick skill up.
I believe I am on the verge of a major discovery. It came to me last night. I believe that there is a formula which can be used to create a rehydration solution. Such a solution could be used to restore fluidity to any substance or object that has become prematurely dry. If we can but manufacture Dr. Cranium's rehydration solution in sufficient quantities, we could rehydrate the great Shapirian Desert.
Oh, that would be lovely.
Of course, there are a few small bugs to be worked out. It would take most of the water in the world's oceans to make that much solution. Then there's the tiny snag that I have not been able to remember the formula since awakening from the dream.
Well, gee, maybe I can help. All right, science.
Here you are.
Poison, healing, rehydration.
You need my world-famous rehydration solution. Unfortunately, I have forgotten the elemental formula of its main ingredient. Perhaps you can help.
Wasn't this, we had Ultimo before. Wasn't it something like fire, water, pizza, pizza, pizza? Air? Fire? Pizza? 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 Alright, y'all know what I gotta do. Let's do Quest for Glory 4 copy protection. Wow. Ultimo is fire, wind, pizza, 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 pizza. I was so close. So close. Look at that. Fire, wind, pizza, pizza, pizza. And as I said in a previous stream, I've actually, like when I was a kid and I didn't have the copy protection, I would sit there and figure it out and do it by process of elimination, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, that sounds just right. By the way, I could use some goo for one of my experiments. It would be most kind if you could bring me some when you return for the rehydration solution.
I knew there was a reason I got a second bottle of that. Let's do that before I forget, and then we'll ask him some more.
That is terrific! This is just what I need for my experiments. As I promised, here is your rehydration solution.
I hope we find a purpose for it soon. So let's tell him about Shapir.
You relate the tale of your journey to Shapir, how you saved 2 cities from the evil vizier Ad Avis and his elemental minions.
Now you are talking science. The elements are the building blocks of everything in nature. I am sure I have never heard of anyone constructing creatures purely of a single element, but it certainly makes scientific sense. You say this Adavis referred to a dark master here in Moldavia? I am sure I have never heard of such a one here. There are rumors of strange goings-on in the castle, but I do not credit such tales without scientific observation to back them up.
Well, he certainly said that, and he was quite powerful, so he would probably know what he's talking about. Let's see what your observation is.
The scientist never fails to observe nature. Why, if I had not gone on an observation trip in the forest, I would never have found that garden with all the rare and exotic flora.
Really? Forest?
The forest outside of town is quite a fascinating area. The trees are primarily deciduous with the occasional conifer. A wide variety of fauna inhabits the forest, providing great opportunities for scientific research and occasionally excitement of other kinds.
Garden.
There is a beautiful garden in the forest southeast of town. It contains several varieties of plants and trees that cannot be found anywhere else in this region. I had some fascinating experimental results with the bush I dug up there. Unfortunately, I was not able to keep it alive in captivity.
Pity. Rare plants.
There used to be a bush that grew 7 different types of blossoms in the garden. There is still a tree that provides fruit in a very peculiar cycle. There are also many beautiful flowers and plants growing there. I am convinced that the garden must have been intentionally planted, as it contains specimens that are not native to this region. Whoever planted it clearly did not understand the basic tenets of ecology. Fortunately, few of the spores have spread to the wider forest so far.
What a madman. Who would do such a thing? Rehydration. Because I already asked you about lightning, I feel.
Dr. Cranium's rehydration solution should be a shoo-in for the alchemical innovation of the Animal Ward. It contains the prime essence of the element of water in a perfectly condensed form.
Exciting stuff, I'm sure. Formula.
Oh, I do seem to be a little careless in keeping track of my scientific formulae. I have them all written down somewhere. I think it was in the margins of one of my books here.
And Spielberg. Let's talk about Spielberg.
I spent some time in Spielberg last summer. Everyone there kept talking about some hero who did some sort of noble deeds there. You would think that they could find more excitement in the modern accomplishments of science. There seemed to be quite an infestation of baby Antwerps there for some reason. I took advantage of the opportunity to capture a number of them in very blunt cages for my experiments. The Baron did not even charge me very much for them.
Yeah, see, I actually don't know how to split the Antwerp. How did that work? I guess you have to be a fighter, and then that just cut them hard enough? I don't know.
Rehydration may prove to be a crucial step on the way to an even more important discovery: instant water.
We can only hope. Then I wouldn't be charged ridiculous amounts for my water bill like I am every month. Seriously, $200? Houston Water Company, you are crooks. So where can I go during the day? Let's check the... Actually, let's check the graveyard, look at the graves, and see what's up.
Here lies Janos, faithful forever to his lost true love, laid beside her empty grave.
Janos, huh?
Here lies Janos. This gravestone is marked, "No effort could Elissa save. She passed into a watery grave. Her body was lost, only her memory remains."
There's got to be a way to deal with her, right? Elissa sounds rather similar to the Rizolka, does she not? I think so. Wait a minute. Alright, that's not where I wanted to be.
A fine autumn day to be walking. A man who walks everywhere will see much, I always say.
Talk about Olga.
You tell Boris what Olga said about him. He blushes.
Olga was always opinionated. I grew tired of listening to her complain about me all the time.
All right, then. Any questions? Let's ask about your wife.
You have just gained the Paladin's honor shield through your actions.
Damn straight.
My wife has been gone for many years now.
Let's ask about vampires.
The people of the town are frightened peasants. Just because no one has ever seen anyone from the castle during the day, they tell tales of monsters in the night. I have worked as a gatekeeper here for many years. I wear no garlic and fear no vampires. After all, when someone goes looking for trouble, he will always find it.
You and your bony fingers, mate. Town.
Mordavia has changed little in all the time I have lived here.
Werewolves.
I have heard the wolves howl at night, but who is to say that they are werewolves?
The way how he speaks.
Farewell, and may your path lead to your goal.
When he says goal or werewolves. Or werewolves. It's something I've practiced. I am not a professional. I am just an enthusiast. The peasants of the town are nothing more than just frightened villagers. I hear wolves screaming in the night, but who is to say that they are werewolves? Oh, right. Yes, yes, yes. We're all very impressed with the dead rabbit. So, since we're going to be running into them so much, I feel like I should say it now. That, yeah, it is a reference to Monty Python and the Holy Grail, and that they had to rent that rabbit. And to rent the rabbit, they did not tell the owner that it was going to be in a movie. They're just like, we need to rent a rabbit. And the owner of the rabbit was, of course, very in love. Well, not in love, but, you know, loved their pet rabbit very much. And had no idea what was going to happen with it. So they had to cover the rabbit in blood in the movie. And they tried to clean it out as much as possible. But when they returned the rabbit, the owner was, of course, like, what the hell did you do? This is the 80s when that stuff was a lot less accepted. Oh! There's the gypsy whose life we saved.
Greetings and welcome to our camp. You are a stranger no longer. When you saved me from death, our lives became intertwined. Henceforth, you are to be known as a gypsy friend. Come now. I will take you to the leader of our camp.
Hooray! Aren't we lucky? These are strange and mysterious people.
So, you are the one my son spoke of. You saved his life. You also entered fearlessly into our den of wolves. You are a man of great courage. We gypsies owe you for our Davy, and I believe we will owe you for things to come. Welcome. I am the fortune teller. I will teach you a spell. It will protect you against the dead that rise again. I think you will find this most useful in your questings.
Wraiths.
Gypsy fortune teller touches your head briefly. Magic flows through you. Now you know the aura spell.
Now, let us learn more of you. Why have you come here, and what do you seek?
I seek points.
The gypsy fortune teller is a very beautiful older woman. She has a look of pride and confidence about her. Her eyes are dark and fierce, but not unkindly. Gypsy Davy shifts his gaze between you and the fortune teller from time to time. He obviously holds her in great respect. The clay pot holds a rare plant.
Can I look at the plant?
It's a rare variety of plant, probably used for its medicinal properties.
Can I grab the plant?
Careful, this might be a plant. Best you avoid its notice.
Okay, let's tell my name.
You tell the gypsies your name.
We are honored to know your name.
It is a good name, a strong name. You bear it well.
Greet the fortune teller.
Oh my, for an outsider, you are most polite.
Tell about myself.
You tell about how you got here.
The dark cave? You escaped from there? Ah, you are very powerful and lucky. I would guess that a summoning spell went wrong. That cave interferes with all magic around here. But it is best not to speak of that cave. Someone brought you here for some unknown purpose. Most interesting.
All right. Let's tell about the scary dreams we're having.
You tell her about the frightening dream.
Dreams are messages. Such a message may be obscure or meaningful, depending upon the sender and the dreamer. The meaning of this dream may be clearer when you have had more of them.
Wow. I will definitely tell you. So let's ask you about werewolves.
We gypsies are not werewolves. We are shape-shifters. We take on the form of wolves for hunting.
And your name?
You can call me Davy. Names are very important. Davy is my name to outsiders. I also have a gypsy name and a true name. True names are not given lightly.
What is your true name?
Gypsies never ask others for their names. Never say your true name. Never speak the true name of another. To say another's true name aloud gives you power over him, if you are indeed more powerful. Otherwise, it gives him power over you.
All right, then. Let's ask about something else. Gypsies.
We are roving traders. Our home is our wagon and campfire. We would have left this valley long ago if the flooding had not washed away the road and filled the mountain pass with swamp.
Pass.
The road from the town used to lead to the pass to the southwest. That was the only way in and out of this valley.
Let's ask about that swamp then.
The swamp is an ill place, and we gypsies stay far from it.
Yeah, I don't blame you. It's killed me a few times, right? Ask about capture.
I was borrowing some corn from the corn stalks outside the town when the burgomeister and some townsmen came from the gate. I moved behind the corn stalks to stay out of their way. They looked to be heading to the graveyard. Then, one of them pointed at me and shouted, and suddenly, they all grabbed me. I had no chance to run. I had no idea what was going on. I knew gypsies were disliked in the village, but I did not know we were so feared.
Yeah, it's you're outsiders and shifty in their eyes. Okay, let's ask about Baba Yaga.
There are many legends about that ogress. We gypsies avoid her when we can. She is dangerous to enemies, and she takes offense easily. She has her hut to the south. There is some sort of magic hiding the pathway there. Her only weakness is her love of food. Be careful if you need to approach her.
Goodness. Oh, here we are, helping Rusalka.
The Rusalka of the lake near here has been dead for many, many years. You cannot bring her back to life, but you can free her spirit. Our legends tell of the way to free the spirit of one who was murdered. First, she must know who she was and remember how she died. Then you must take the hair of the dead woman and weave it into a broom. You beat the broom 3 times upon the murderer's grave, and he will come forth. This act can be very dangerous. Now, if the ghost of the murderer rises, it will attack you. So you must be ready to destroy it. The last thing you must do is to give the spirit that which she truly desires. Then, at last her spirit will be freed, and she will rest.
Let's ask about the fortune teller. So I think we can help the Rusalka now, and I believe I know how to do it.
I have been gifted by true sight and foreknowledge. These are gifts with knife edges. Oh, I have seen my own death, and knew my true love's death the day I met him. Still, it is most useful. I will read your fortune in the cards, if you wish. You have only to cross my palm with silver. So much for the legends about werewolves, huh? Or at least a coin of value. But I warn you, no future is fixed. What the cards show of the future can happen, but only if you take the actions to create this future. And it is not easy to determine what those actions are, dear. Such is life.
About the valley.
This valley has always been a nexus of power. Magic is very strong here. My people for generations come here to renew and strengthen their ties to the mystical ways. My dear, we are not the only ones drawn by this power. The magician Irana created a magical refuge here. Others, more dark, were drawn here as well. Oh, be wary and watchful at all times here. The magic of this land has become twisted, and there are many dangers around you. Oh.
Ooh. Oh god, no. Not more dialogue. Okay, here we go. Magic.
There are many places and things of magic around here, and I am certain you will come across them in your travels.
Arana.
Irana was a powerful magician who came from this area. There is a garden in the forest which she created. Oh, it is such a place of safety for all who visit there. It is said that her final resting place is near here as well. Her staff stands in the town and protects those within the walls from outside harm.
All right, let's learn about the Dark Ones.
There are some things about which even I dare not speak. Even thinking about such creatures attracts them. Let us hope that you never need know of such matters.
Okay, let's talk about something else. Learn some more. We did the valley. Let's do the werewolves.
Creatures of the night, shapeshifters, skin changers. We are man or beast by our own will. To run on 4 legs, to howl at the moon, to chase the terrified prey through the hills. This is what it is to be truly alive. Oh, the legend of the werewolf is but a folk tale. We change our shape when we choose, not because the moon is in some silly phase. We are the beast with the mind of a man, and a man with the mind of a beast. It is not normally our way to speak so freely to outsiders. So why do I say so much to you? Because you need to know we are not your enemies. You have too many questions that cannot be answered, and your ignorance may be your doom. There is much to you. Your actions to come will affect us all. Do not doubt it. Therefore, I will speak honestly and openly on what I can. Now, I can see by your eyes that our future is linked to you, for weal or woe.
Wow. All right. Very interesting. Let's see what the gypsies are all about.
We are the roving people, the tinkers and traders and tellers of fortunes. We are the dancers in the night and the music in the wilderness. We are the untamed ones who live only by our own rules. We own no land, and no land owns us. The world is ours for the travel.
All right, name.
You may call me Magda. That is the name I go by with you, Gorgios.
Gorgio is the word we call anyone who is not a gypsy.
That's me. Name. Wait, did I do name?
You may call me Magda.
Yeah. Enough already. Let's give them money, because you know how gypsies are. Am I right? Am I right? Am I right? Wait, can I give you jewelry?
That didn't...
I certainly cannot. The simple money pouch contains all the money you have with you. 179 crowns and 22 kopecks. What about... How much can I carry? Or is there no carry weight in this game? I feel like there is. And it's just not telling me. Whatever.
Now, you listen to the words of an old gypsy fortune teller.
Settle in. This is going to be a minute.
You will initiate this reading of the cards. The shuffling and cutting attunes the cards to those vibrations which surround you. You do not control the cards, nor do I. It is the cards which show what they choose to show. I will reveal to you the meanings of the cards. It is up to you to interpret how they affect you. You may reveal the first card.
All right. By the way, this is, if you check the Sierra logo underneath the options menu, it'll tell you that they're using real Russian tarot cards in this. How cool is that?
The first card is the significator. It is the symbol of the subject of the reading. This is the Knight of Swords. This card represents a person who is courageous and skilled. This is one who holds the ideal of chivalry and goodness. One who is willing to face death gladly, to uphold what he knows is right and true. This card clearly represents you, and therefore this reading is about you. The cards which surround the significator represent the influences which affect your current situation. This next card represents something from the distant past which is relevant to the here and now. Turn over this card and reveal the influence of your past.
Let's see what I'm all about. Uh-oh.
This card is the High Priestess. It is inverted, which means the meanings too are turned upside down. The High Priestess is some woman of your past. She is a person of selfishness and passion. Someone who seems to be very powerful, but her knowledge is limited by her own conceit. Turn over the next card to reveal more of this individual. The Four of Coins. Now that is the card of the miser. This woman of your past has power, but uses it selfishly. This is a person who cares only of her own needs and wants, and does not care what she does or how she influences others. This person is one who, as long as you satisfy her needs and vanity, will be willing to aid you, providing it does not require any amount of effort on her part. However, if you act against her, her vengeance will be swift and violent. This is not a person to disregard, and she plays an important part in the events around you. Reveal the next card. Something of the more recent past, which has consequences in the present.
All right, then. Let's see it.
This is the inverted King of Coins. This is an old and vicious man. Someone who is willing to use
I gotta
any
pee again, be right
means to
back.
attain his desires. Someone who is dangerous and cannot be trusted or underestimated. Reveal the next card that we may learn more of this person.
All right, I'm back. So let's see what the next card lays.
The devil. This is indeed an ill omen. This person is influenced by black magic, a man of power and dark desires. Yet the devil is a sign of bondage and subservience, and this person has faced unexpected failure of some sort. This is someone of great evil, someone who cannot be trusted. This is one who will bear you ill will, yet is somehow prevented from harming you or gaining his revenge, for now. Should he gain his freedom, this man will seek to destroy all which stands between his goals and himself. Turn over the next card to reveal a surrounding influence.
Certainly, that was Adavis. Let's see who influences us all.
Ah, the Queen of Cups. Again, there is a female influencing your present. This is a woman of wisdom and love. She is kind, generous, and virtuous. Let us see what next the cards reveal of this person. The star. It is a symbol of hope and spiritual influence. Now, this is a woman in touch with her magical nature. She is gentle and loving, yet there is great strength within. This is a woman who generates hope and help through her actions. The next card reveals the overriding influence upon the future.
Oh.
Ah, the Queen of Swords. She is a woman of wit and skill, yet she has suffered through terrible hardship, and she is marked by her suffering. Oh, she faces her sorrows bravely, but with a deep, deep loneliness. The next card will tell us more about her.
Yes, let's learn more about her. Certainly she is a good-hearted person. The noob.
The moon.
Oh.
It is the card of deception. This woman is a deceiver, or is deceived by her own beliefs. This card also reveals the magical nature of the woman. This is the strength which sustains her. Oh, she is either surrounded by false friends or seeks to betray you herself. She is the victim or the villainess. The final card will reveal the influence which will most affect you.
All right. Which one is the one to rule them all?
The void.
Oh, God.
About this card, I will not speak. I must meditate upon its meaning. This tableau shows the influences surrounding you. These people will affect your life for weal or for woe. It is up to you to determine how and what effect they will have upon you. That is all that the cards and I can reveal at this time.
Oh, God.
Make what you will of your fortune. I will speak no more of it.
Well, I think we've heard enough for the day. And unfortunately, we'll be back up here every day. And it takes so long to go through that whole thing.
You say goodbye.
Ah, you weary of talk. Good. You are a guest with us tonight. Let us join the others for food, drink, and dance. Huh?
I'm game.
I hope you will enjoy the hospitality of my people.
You spend the evening in the joyful company of the gypsies. The gypsies seem to have gone all out to make you welcome in their camp. You've eaten a rich, spicy stew with no garlic, with fresh bread and plenty to drink. Now it's time to relax and enjoy.
Come, is she not beautiful? Ah, why do you hesitate? Go, join in the dance!
After hours
I was getting into that.
of the gypsy wolves, you find yourself curling up into a comfortable position near the fire pit and sinking into a deep and dreamless sleep.
Thank God, the last dreams have all been bringing me nightmares, mate. Alright, let's save, because I really don't want to do that all again. Oi! It's accurate as hell, and honestly, I feel like I would have a decent time at reading tarot cards from doing it all. Of course, I would have to do more research on my own, but I feel like it's pretty educational. I also feel like the Leshy was around here, but I did all his goober things, so I think we're good to go. Yep, that's where he should be. So we are finished with him. Well, it seems like the townspeople didn't really care too much that old Nikolai is gone. I guess they didn't care for the old man. No one really went looking for him. They knew he was dead. They didn't accuse me, the stranger. So, who is the real monster? If I come into town and kill an old defenseless man, and nobody cares, and they live next to him for years, I'm innocent.
You are so...
Yeah, cast that frostbite spell. Let's check our stats. How are we doing on stats? Score is at 216. Wow, we're actually kind of moving somewhat quickly through this game. Faster than I thought we would. Because I really love this experience and I want to keep it going. Not as long as possible, but as long as I want it to. Strength 355. It's going up slower, it seems. Halfway up to the new thingy doodle. Intelligence 339. Agility 329. Vitality 338. Communication 391. That is going to be maxed, fingers crossed, before the end of the game. 273 for magic. 315 for weapon use. That's going up rather slow. I don't think there's much we can do until nighttime. All right, let's do our normal walkthrough, talk to the scientist, get our thingy bobber.
I have made substantial progress with my Frankie since your last visit. With the MESS recalibrated, I was able to focus the initial stimulation and have achieved the first traces of independent muscular coordination. See for yourself. It is not often that ordinary people such as yourself have the opportunity to witness true genius. I expect that you are feeling especially honored just now.
Absolutely. Let me touch it.
Better take...
Nope. Not gonna happen. Let's tell him about Tarna.
You regale the doctor with tales of your exploits in Tana.
Oh, that sounds like a truly awful land. Primitive conditions, almost no science. That apothecary Salim sounds like someone I should meet.
All right. Let's see. Oh, he has new things. Okay, we'll get to that in a second. Healing potion, poison potion, something. Let's ask about Frankie.
I named Frankie after one of my colleagues who did some preliminary research into tissue reanimation. My success in this experiment will make me one of the premier researchers at this year's scientific ball.
All right, what is the mess?
The MESS is my patented magnetical electrical stimulation system. With it, I am able to re-establish neuron paths through formerly dead tissue. It also can be a good companion on those lonely Friday nights in the lab.
All right, well, we're done here.
Unfortunate.
Aw, well, I jaunted through that happy text.
Nikolai has disappeared from his home. The last time I saw him, he said something about finding Anna. I fear he is dead.
Your fear is right, my friend. Nikolai is pining for the fjords. He is bereft of life. Oh, I can tell him about the old man.
You tell about Anna's ghost and Nikolai.
So that is why he was excited about Anna. He has gone to her, I guess. Maybe they will be together again. It's nice to believe so.
Do you have any new dialogue? Burgermeister.
I will miss Nikolai. He was a good man. I've been looking after him for so many years. It will take some getting used to not having Nikolai around.
Old man.
Nikolai has not been seen in some time. He seemed so happy when last I saw him.
No, he
I
wasn't.
really thought he was going to see Anna. Perhaps he did. There was some talk of werewolves again when the townfolk realized that Nikolai was gone. But I stopped it. There will be no more of that here if I can help it.
Okay, so we're done with that. Ugh. Any more dialogue?
Well now.
I don't think there is. Talk about Boris.
You tell Olga that Boris says she complains about him all the time.
Well, if he'd ever been here to get his work done instead of spending all his time carousing at the inn, I wouldn't have had to complain. And you can tell him I said so, huh?
Yep, and we're good to go here.
As my husband used to say, come back again, sunshine or rain.
He said a lot of things. He also said, "Goodbye, lady. I can't stand you anymore." Okay, maybe the thief has something for me since it's a new day. We will climb the bookcase. Tell about the old man's house.
You tell the chief about your break-in at the old man's house.
It seems you do really well under pressure. It is a pity that we can no longer fence things here. You could probably earn a lot of money.
Okay. Enough already. I think all his dialogue is the same. Let's just blow through it just in case. Secret passageway. Can you get out of the way of the secret passageway? There we go. Alright, so that's sorted. Let's go see the Rusalka. Right, there's the cursor. Go over to the left. Nope, we need to go down a little bit more. Alright, Rusalki. Show me your big knockers, and I will tell you your name.
You have a strange...
Hello. Have you learned anything while you were gone?
You tell the Rusalka her true name.
Elissa. Yes, that was my name. I'm starting to remember things now. I was going to be married. My fiancé and I came down to the lake for an evening swim. We were skinny dipping, actually. And then he wanted to, well, you know, but I wouldn't. So he drowned me. He always did have a low frustration point. That's how I became a Rusalka.
Damn. Well, that sucks. Tell about Cure.
You're going to sweep the grave of my fiancé with my hair in a broom? Won't that make him mad or something? You'd better be careful. He had a nasty temper, remember?
Yes, he killed you. And then I think he died of old age. Rusalka.
I'm kind of frightened. I've been undead so long, I don't know what it's like to be really dead. I guess I'm going to find out.
It seems like an unlife would beat having no life. But I could be wrong, because I've never been undead or dead. Let's ask about hair.
You want some of my hair? Sure. Here, I've got plenty of it. How do you think I'd look with short hair?
I think I would still... Oh, I think you would look better, because then, I could see your narples. Fiancé.
You know, I can't even remember the jerk's name. Just as well we didn't get married.
Yeah, he was probably not the best. Skinny dipping.
I guess I've been skinny dipping ever since. Care to join me?
Yeah, you give me enough warnings about that. Cool. So let's combine her hair with the broom. And then I think we're good to go. Hair. Broom. You interweave the Rusalko's hair with the straw on the broom. No, not restore. Cancel. Wait, that's right. F5. F5 is a thing in this game. I wonder. There's really not much more for me to do out in the forest. I mean, there's things for me to do at night, but during the daytime, I think I might be done. Let's get some rest.
After
All right, and then we use the walk icon on the door because this game is cool like that. They know what we're all about.
you pick up 2 of the metal weights and put 1 in each of the baskets.
And we exercise.
Your legs are too stiff and sore to use this right now.
That's okay. We will sleep. And sleep a little more.
After some rest.
We're going to rest. What did they do before cell phones and the internet? How did you rest for 60 minutes?
There's only a certain amount of punishment you're...
All right, beautiful. It's probably nighttime now. And it certainly is. Let's go to the inn. Maybe something is going on there. Or actually, wait, what time is it? Okay, it's still early.
A shiver of cold.
Is this the same thing I've always heard?
There is July.
I'll get to it. I'll get to it tonight.
The massive gate.
Levitate. No Katrina, but I miss you, baby. Actually, wait, what day is it? Day 7. I've only been here 1 week. An old man is dead. I hung out with Baba Yaga. I really get around. Or wait, let's do protection aura spell.
You cast the aura spell. A gentle glow suffuses your body.
Now that's supposed to... Oh wow, it actually shows all the spell effects I have up here. I've never noticed that. Alright. Give me the broom.
That's not the right... You sweep the grave clean, but nothing happens. You seem to have made a grave error.
Well, with that aura spell, I am now protected. Being around you simply doesn't kill me like it used to. Don't you feel silly?
You have destroyed the untrue lover's ghost and avenged the Rusalka's memory. Nice work if you can get it.
And she's good to go now. We should head back to the inn. I said there was things to do there, and I was serious about it. Also serious about maybe 30 minutes or so getting something to eat. I have dinner made, and for the first time in 2 days, I had a serious
Your
meal.
aura has evaporated. You deftly...
Like, the past 2 days, all I had was popcorn for lunch and dinner. No good reason, just... That's all I ate. Let's knock on the door.
You hear movement on the other side of the door. After a few minutes, You hear someone removing the bar and unlocking the bolts on the other side of the door.
So, Dmitri says the gypsy didn't really kill Igor after all. Then there's that one about the Easter Bunny.
Wait, you didn't hear? Oh, that foolish gravedigger fell into a grave, and he was trapped by his own gravestone. He's dumber than a styrofoam cup.
Right. It's just lucky for Igor the stranger happened to wander by before he starved to death.
You are all fortunate that the stranger rescued Igor. You would have burned an innocent man. Well, I still think the gypsy's a werewolf.
Yes, but it doesn't seem to bother anybody. Let's sit down.
You have some garlic pheasant for supper.
That sounds amazing.
It was very kind of you to aid Igor. It has been a long time since we have had someone as heroic as you in Mordavia, yeah? Forgive us if we have seemed so unkind to you. It is just that we have lived so long in fear.
Yes, it's nice to finally meet you. Talk about Gypsy's release.
So you found Igor in the grave? Whew! Lucky for old Ig you came along.
Otherwise, poor little Iggy would be dead.
Well, at least he had a decent burial.
Yeah, he did, but it didn't last long, thankfully. Gypsies.
I was very worried about the gypsy. It was just like those 3 old yentas to accuse the wrong man. Oy, I'm so glad the gypsy is free. I don't know if gypsies are werewolves, and I don't really care. As long as they don't harm anyone, they have as much right to live in Mordavia as we do.
Bella!
Don't you believe that, Yuri?
Maybe.
Well, when you see your gypsy friends again, you may tell him that Yuri and Bella will welcome him in town.
Now, I never said that.
Oh, but you meant it, didn't you? You are a man of your word, after all.
Hey. She's the prettiest girl in town right now. Oh God, what a sad dating pool. And she's taken on top of all that. So, competition just got more fierce. Name?
Oh, that is right. We hadn't been properly introduced. Yuri, will you introduce us?
This is silly. You've met before.
Still, it would be nice to be properly introduced. Please, Yuri?
This is Bella Markarov, my wife and keeper of the kitchen.
You introduce yourself in return.
I am very honored to meet you.
All right, yes. As well you should. I am a prince, after all.
My husband Yuri doesn't like for me to talk to strangers. He thinks they may be dangerous.
Frankie.
You are not dangerous. You are a hero. We need a hero here.
Bella.
Oh, Yuri, I'm just saying how welcome he is in Mordavia.
Yeah, Frankie actually may be better looking than her. Both single. Frankie obviously probably smells slightly worse. But is also less likely to say no. Igor.
I always leave a supper out for him behind the inn. He looks strange and a little frightening, but I think he is really a good person. He's always so polite to me. I'm not sure what he means by graveyard humor, though. At least he seems to enjoy himself.
Alright, so it seems we have enough. What about you, gypsies?
The gypsy has returned to his people, I guess. It is a good thing for him that you were in town.
Absolutely, good for you all, you pack of murderers.
Now that Igor is back here with us, perhaps someday I will welcome him into the inn. He was always so strange, and no one had anything to do with him. I never imagined I would miss him before.
And innkeeper.
It is a great relief to me that the gypsy has been released. I had not been looking forward to watching him burn at the stake. No man should die so hard.
Excellent. Let's speak to the goofballs in the corner. Gypsy.
Well, Gypsy returned to his people, I suppose.
Yeah, that gypsy camp is somewhere to the east of town, by the shopping mall.
I still think the punk was a werewolf.
Did you ever see him turn into a wolf?
Well, no.
Did he have hairy hands or pointy ears like Leonard Nimoy?
No.
No.
You see, it's all your fault. Blathering on about those stupid, foolish folk tales. Why, we could have harmed an innocent man.
Yeah, I knew all along. There's no such thing as werewolves.
Well, I'm glad y'all cleared that up for me.
Well, Gravedigger returned to town safely, and he can get back to his job overcharging us for those Fakakta gravestones.
Fakakta!
Yeah, he's even got full medical and dental.
After all, the gravedigger was at work all the time, so to speak.
And townspeople.
Well, things ought to settle back to abnormal now. What with our little buddy Igor returning and all.
We can go back to being open and friendly.
And as always, suspicious of strangers.
Alright, I think we're done with y'all, right? Let's go up here. Oh, and she's weightlifting. What a burly, stocky woman. Let's knock at the door. Oh!
A voice from behind the door says, "Oops, sorry. Seems I forgot about my burglar alarm. Hope it wasn't too shocking for you."
And it has killed me before in the past.
Hello, how are you? Come in and have a sit, why don't you?
As you sit down, a rude noise comes from the chair seat.
Gets you every time. A million laughs. How are you? Good to see you. Nice see you to drop in. Speaking of dropping in, did you hear the one about the bad waiter? Seems like he was always dropping in. Dropping in. Get it? Didn't think so. No one got a sense of humor anymore. Not even me.
Oh god, I just met you and you're gonna relay all your problems to me, aren't you? We should give him the good humor bar, but we will miss out on some very enjoyable dialogue.
Somehow just looking at these garlic braids makes you smile.
He drew little happy faces on them.
This bedroom is furnished identically to yours, but the current occupant has decorated it with appalling taste. It's a braided, circular rug just like the one in your room, only funnier. It makes the perfect cap to the gnome's jester costume.
Ah, yes. It's a great hat. Fine hat.
The window is closed, mercifully obscuring the stone wall next door. The strange comedian you had the misfortune to listen to the other night sits on the bed. He looks at you with a twisted grin.
God, you're so good at voice acting, mate. Let's greet the gnome.
Hey,
welcome into the inn. Pleased to meet you. Sit down, have a seat. Oh, we did that already, didn't we?
Well, let's talk about ourselves.
You tell about some of your adventures.
What was that you were saying about saving Spielberg?
You tell about your adventures in Spielberg.
So you're the guy that made me lose my sense of humor.
What?
Listen, if you hadn't made Baba Yaga mad, I never would have told the joke that made her take my humor away.
Maybe I didn't make you say anything, punk. Ask about humor.
I ain't got no sense of humor. I can't get no sense of humor. And I try, don't know why, gotta fly, say goodbye. What's the matter? You a music critic? So I can't tell a joke. Sue me. I'm comedically challenged. A phoebe of a fool. A dweeb dunce. As a matter of fact, I've been cursed. I'm vexed with a hex, so to speak.
Oh, well, tell us more about your curse. How often do you curse?
Pathetic, ain't it? I can't tell a joke if it kicked me in the teeth. Ever since I got Baba Yaga mad at me, I got the bad joke blues. She has no sense of humor whatsoever. Let me tell you, I was just telling a joke about how some hero got Baba Baby hopping mad and fit to be towed. How was I to know she was in the audience at the time? Anyhow, Baba Yaga stands up, says some bad poetry, and the next thing I know is my jokes are jumbled and my puns are pathetic. So here I am in Nowhere Land trying to locate Baba Yaga so as I can get the curse removed and my humor returned.
All right. So, Baba Yaga ruined your stuff and gave you a curse. We already have the solution to fix you, but once again, this guy is funnier when his jokes don't work. Gnome.
Putin-Tane, ask me again, I'll tell you my name. Seriously, folks, the name is Bones. Punny Bones. I'm just a jester. Professionally speaking, of course.
All right, Jester.
Hey, I'm a professional fool, so don't try this at home, kid. Unfortunately, more people laugh at me than at my jokes lately. It's hard to be hilarious when your sense of humor is defunct.
Oh dear. Punny Bones.
Punny, you should ask about that. Making jokes is in my bones, make no bones about it. But my puns have been sort of boneheaded lately.
All right, Mordavia.
This place is really dead, you know? I've had a livelier audience in a graveyard. What do they know about humor? They think a guy falling into a mud puddle is a major joke, like lots of yucks, huh? Now, a man being tripped into a mud puddle, that's comedy.
How about rumors?
What do I hear? Let me see. Well, the talk of the town is you. No one knows how you got here or what are you doing. And they're still all a bit leery of strangers. You should see some of the looks they give me. You'd think they never saw a gnome before. Or you, for that matter.
All right. I think we're done here. Say goodbye.
Nice to see a friendly face around here. Catch you later, Dud. So I ask you, what do you call a dinosaur crashing into a wall? Late for supper, of course.
Yeah. Maybe it was a Tyrannosaurus Rex? And he's down here. How magical.
Have a seat. Wait, no, better leave the seats here. But why don't you sit down on one? This show can't get on the road until you get off your load. So sit a while and enjoy yourself. Or maybe just sit.
All right, well, let's have a sit and be ready for the show.
Good
We got some
evening,
entertainment
ladies
here.
and germs. A funny thing happened on the way to Mordavia. I got here. I walked up to the innkeeper here and says to the guy, "You know how lucky you are to have such a funny guy as myself staying here?" The innkeeper says, "No, but if you hum a few bars, I can fake it." You may as well laugh now. This act doesn't get any funnier. I sit down here for a meal and order some soup. When the waiter brings it in, I says, "Waiter, there's a fly in my soup." The waiter says, "Of course, that's the soup du jour." Am I going deaf in here? Or how can so many people sleep with all these lights on? Seriously, folks, I went to the doctor just the other day, and he said he had some good news and some bad news. What's the good news, I asked. "You only have 3 months to live," said the doc. "That's terrible. What's the bad news?" I said. The doc replied, "I'm getting married." I know I had an audience when I came in here. Anyhow, show me a guy with 1,000,000 kopecks, and I'll show you a guy who's rich. Hey, you only had to listen to this material. I'm the one who had to stand here and take it. Anyway, thank you, thank you, thank you. You've been a swell bunch of seats.
Phew. The gnome has stopped speaking. Maybe he's finished telling his joke. You think about applauding, but you're not quite sure if you've heard the punchline yet.
What did you think of my performance? Was I hilarious or what? Is this an inn or a cemetery? I've had livelier times at funerals. Some help you were. Couldn't you at least have smiled a little louder? It's nights like these that make me feel like an inept idiot and a lousy laughingstock. I'd make more money digging graves. But why? And get out of show business?
All right. Well then, that was interesting, was it not?
Pleased to meet you. I could tell by your outfit that you were no ordinary rube. Punny Bones, the name. Joke's a fair game. I'm a pro punster.
And how did you meet the merit of pro?
Be they ever so humble, there's nobody stays home. I've been on the road so long.
Oh,
I
that's
have flat
wrong.
tires on my feet. I go wherever I can tell a good joke, and many places where I can't. I'm staying at this inn for a while until I find something here. I got the last store down the hall. Visit me sometime. I'm sure we can have a few laughs together. Hey, my last tour was a great success. I outran everyone. But there's no business like show business. With me, the show must go on and on and on.
All right then, jokes.
I got millions of them. Problem is, I can't remember most of them, and the ones I do remember should have been buried long ago. I used to be worth my wit in gold, but, oh, it's a long story. Ask me about it some other time.
All right then. Let's say goodbye.
Leaving so soon? Good night, and thanks for all the fish.
That's, yes. Yes.
You've never seen so many locks and bars on a door.
It is very... If you...
I already know this. So 2 things we're going to do for the night.
That...
We're going to attempt to open up that trunk. We're probably going to blow on through the text where I succeed, unfortunately. Actually, wait. I have a strong open spell, right?
This is not... This is...
Oh, you boner. Well, I guess if there's like only 3 places I can lockpick, then might as well use it.
It wasn't...
Tisk, tisk, tisk.
You are so exhausted.
I'm trying to be careful about this. I don't want to miss it. So after we do this, then we're going to have another night terror. And we didn't talk to the gypsies today, did we? No, wait, we woke up with the gypsies, yeah, but we didn't talk to them. Oh, man, those card tarot readings, I swear, they take like 10 minutes each. At least the Rusalka is good to go. You know what? I don't think I'm going to get it anytime soon. Let's just click away here. So much lip smacking from you, Gimli. You behave. So tonight I might check something out called One Punch Man, which my friend highly recommends. I've never seen, I don't know anything about it, but the premise sounds very entertaining. And this is the only reason I watch anything on anything is because I would like to have conversations about media that they enjoy. People important to my life, I should pay attention to what's important to them. Right? I mean, it makes sense. And who knows? I might just love it. Pick locks is at 210. Wow. Honor is at 383. That was at 400. How did I lose honor? Whatever. We shan't worry about that now. Strength 365. Intelligence 349. Almost halfway up there. Luck will not be maxed out in this game.
After some, you are exhausted.
Exhausted from the lack of sleep. I can't do much more, can I?
You are.
Okay. Well, I'll get it maybe on another night. Oh god, I'm about dead. Don't collapse and die from doing this. Oh, wait, right. There was another thing I wanted to do. Sneak. No, that's running. Sneak. Hello.
You have the feeling you are being watched.
Let's detect magic. All the good that did.
This cabinet contains some extra plates, glasses, and silverware. There is also a beautiful and ornate doll on one of the shelves.
Oh. Let's take it because it's there.
It doesn't.
And that's what causes confusion, y'all.
It doesn't.
It says it doesn't budge, but...
That didn't do it. That did.
Can I open it?
This is not...
Whatever. Greet it.
Not many big people see Domovoy. Most not look. You something special. Maybe so?
My mother said I was special, and I like to believe her.
You hero? Mordavia big hero need. Plenty powerful hero. Maybe you be soon. Learn much, practice much. Soon plenty big hero.
So Domovoy, this game really focuses on a lot of Slavic lore, such as the Rusalka, and we even asked her about being a mermaid, right? So Rusalkas are essentially Russian mermaids. And I think they're known to live in trees and then drown men. I could be wrong on that, but then again, with fairy tales, there is no, like, clear-cut way of describing anything. So, a Domovoy is essentially known as someone that looks after the house. They do all the little nice things that nobody takes credit for or knows about. You walk into a room, and the counter's been cleaned. There's no foodstuffs on it. Nobody cleaned it. The Domovoy did it. And it is supposed to look very similar to what we see here. A very short man of small stature and incredibly hairy. Incredibly hairy. Each house will have a Domovoy. but you will never see them. Ask where it lives.
In where I am living, in Domovoy am I. Luck I bring. Way things go now, think most luck bad. Things at inn not good. No people come. Innkeeper and wife very, very unhappy. Mordavia very, very sad place. Even Domovoy cannot help here. Oh, too much dark magic. Too much we speak, too much I talk. Sometime else we speak, sometime else I talk.
Ah, what a shame. What are you?
Domovoy am I. Domovoy I be. Over places Domovoy watch. Protect the inn, do I. By big people Domovoy not seen. You stranger maybe hero, maybe not. Show myself to you I do. Speak to you I will. Maybe good things for people will you do. Maybe good thing for Domovoy you do. Some night soon, talk we will again. Domovoy good luck bring. Maybe Domovoy help you. You Domovoy help.
Okay. Tell me about Mordavia. You've been here for a while, I'm sure.
Bad place here anymore. Good many years ago, but going very bad now. Many bad things here. You find out.
Okay. Let's go in here, come back out, and talk to him again, and see if there's... Oh, God. Anything new.
The bed is adequate, but nothing to take home with you.
Wait, what?
The bed is... After you leave, they'll probably put a plaque on it reading something like, "Hero slept here."
As well they should.
Assuming, that is, that you leave in one piece and with your throat intact. Not necessarily a good assumption.
And the Domovoy is gone. Alright, let's go back upstairs. Climb out the door. Actually, we're going to go up here and save.
You unlock.
Because we're incredibly low on health. And out of stamina. This climb might kill us, y'all. Oh, I love Russian folk music.
A shiver of cold comes over you.
It better not be about that Rusalka again.
There is chill out.
Chill out. It's getting sorted soon. Sleep until morning. I am exhausted from lack of sleep.
You are in this weird and wonderful place once more.
I love these sequences.
This time you remember all the times you have been here before. And despite the beauty, you are afraid. You listen for the voice. It calls out for you. You feel the darkness surround you, and you remember dying.
The darkness comes quicker
you are
and quicker.
Overwhelmed with terror, and you remember running away. Your lungs struggle in the agony of no air, and you remember screaming. You are helpless and hopeless, and you remember the eternal loneliness. With all your remaining strength, you reach out to touch the voice. You gradually wake, shaking off the shreds of dreams that cling to your memory.
Oh, man. Well, alright. I want to keep playing, but I also know I only ate once earlier today. It was actually a decent meal, and I need to have a second decent meal. So I'm going to save. We're going to exit. Return to the land of the living. Yes? I think that's a yes. I saw like all the option menus right there. Anyways, I just want to say thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.